Righto, salute mensen. Welcome back. Season 2. Visual scene day. Moving up. But yeah, not too so long no more. I want to introduce the very special guest, very special individual. And how I would describe him is authentic, unique, free spirited, and just all around good guy. Welcome, Essence.
What's
What's up,
up?
bro?
How do you do? How do you
Good
do, sir?
afternoon,
Can I shake your hand, my guy? That
man.
was nice.
There's
That
a
was
journey to get to
nice.
this spot to finally
Yo,
record now,
I
but
mean,
alhamdulillah.
I mean, we yo.
What do you boys? Just
I'm cool, man. I'm chilled, pretty chilled. It's actually like hella warm
nah,
today. I'm
feel
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like the traveling till here, yo, got me sweating. I was
that's
sweating
that's
balls.
shooting balls crazy.
Yo. Nah, not in that way, bro.
You know?
I get you.
Nah, but like I said, like I said before off
Yeah.
the
Nah,
camera,
but before we start, man, like how was your day? How was your day?
I tell
You got a year from the host
no
to see.
way, I appreciate. Nah, my day was calm. I can't really complain. You know, routine was just get up.
Was
Well, actually, this morning it was Fajr. I had to wake up pretty early to eat first.
was the
And
meal good?
the meal was standing. Shout out to my mommy.
Okay, routine was routining, you say.
Yeah, yeah, I
Nah,
seen that.
nice, nice.
But yeah, just and then I made salah. Went to go sleep again. Woke up and had to get done for the manner for today and so on. Seems like so.
Mm,
My morning was pretty standard.
that's
How's
dope.
yours? Tell me what is the routine, the waking up routine, morning routine of Essence?
Okay, so I have two different routines, man. Because it's
Mm.
like the working routine, then it's like when I'm off, you see. But I'll give when I'm off, because I'm most of the time I'm off, you see.
We.
I wake up in the morning. I'll either go for a run or I'll go to the gym,
Mm.
and then I'll hear like by the homies at the workshop like
Yeah.
what they up to, just to see.
Shout out
And
to the
then
workshop. Shout
yeah,
out to the
and of
workshop.
course I gotta run like my errands throughout the day,
That's it.
also for family matters before I like go to the homies.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I'm there, it's like we chill. Sometimes we get like good shit done,
Mm.
and yeah, it's just like a all time good vibe. And then that's my day. I like come home and I chill with the folks,
Mm.
and then I mess around with my brothers, and then that's like my end.
I think like touching on the workshop, like you saying that getting shit done there and stuff like that. I feel like it's for me personally, and obviously like it's a conversation between you and I feel like I'm in a space between you and I now where I can have the conversation about
Nah, that's
the
that's
workshop
cool.
because it's as much as it is a reference point to me, I feel like it's more so even more. I feel like it's even more a reference point to you, in the essence of
Like
um like you there all the time, and I feel like the energy there just encapsulates the plane
that's true.
because when I say that I mean like just a whole bunch of different means just coupling with each other, feeling the energy, and just like feeling each other out. Then I feel like
That's
that's
really true.
that's like one of the most important things for me. Coming from where we come from, I feel like we change the narrative of like so-called like, or let me say creatives, because we're all creatives in our own um space and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah. So if you were to describe the workshop in one word, what would it be?
In one word, I'll say yo,
If possible,
diverse.
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 Yeah.
That's one good word,
Yeah.
because I was speaking with a good friend of mine like now this morning, and he was like describing something in that sense.
Mm.
So that's the word that I like came to my mind when you asked me
Yeah.
that question.
I feel
You
you because
see,
like every time I'm there, then I just like remind like when I was there, when it was like 2 weeks ago
I
on
think so.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just before fast also. So like I was sitting there and there, I come from mosque in my laptop, everybody else is on a different bus. But like it's just like we all come there with our own like identities, man. We're like
Yeah.
searching for our own
You
identities
see. And
and it
that's what I
stands
like,
out.
man. It's like it's a beacon for all people with a similar
Mm.
mindset.
Beacon is a good
You
word.
see, and that's what I like about it, man. And just to be a part of that journey,
Yeah.
to be able to see the growth of all of this and how it came till there.
Yeah.
That's an experience on its
Oh,
own.
nah,
You
thanks, bro.
see, that's
But
true.
yeah, I have a workshop that man can get you for.
Yeah, yeah. Now they
But
get their
yeah,
own exposure.
um, I would just like to know, and I would like everybody else to know, who's Essence?
Essence. Yeah, when it comes to that, you're not really speaking about a person,
Mm.
because essence is a name that I gave for myself, but it's not describing me, it's describing what I bring.
Mm.
You see,
I hear you.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you want to describe me, you can call me Joe Soul, or
Mm.
like Solo Joe, but that's for the close ones. You see,
Yeah.
you see,
Chill.
yeah. But essence is that is just what I bring, and every time when I go like perform or do something like this, I'll try my best to bring my name.
Mm.
You see,
Mm. I feel you.
and yeah,
I feel you.
and that's like the
The
description of it.
gist,
Yeah,
yeah. Ah, fuck with it, bro. Heavy. Because, like, I always wondered, like, obviously, I'm doing my research beforehand and things like that, Tinder, and I was like, I think the question that popped up into my mind was most of the time, who is Essence and why? So my follow up to who is Essence, why Essence? And perfectly, you gave the gist now, why Essence and who in one. And I feel like that's exactly how these type of conversations are supposed to go. Well, I
yeah.
wouldn't even say supposed to go because you can't really dictate one's words and one's thought
Yeah,
process
like
and things like
nah,
that.
like once someone's answering a question and it's just flowing out as organic, man. It's just natural, you
Thanks.
see.
And I feel like that's also, if I was to say what the gist of this is, just to lamb with mense grain and have authentic conversations. You get what I
That's
mean?
facts. Yeah.
So, I think when I think of Essence and I listen to Essence, another thing that pops into my mind is where did the sound come from? Where
The
the
sound.
sound, the sonics of the music. Because I feel like I'm very into music also. So
So
educate me,
yeah,
educate us.
it came from various things. Like I was always an old soul.
Mm.
You see, so I would listen to what my mom listened to, like
Mm.
Engelbert, Barry White,
Right.
and in that range. And then afterwards, I moved to a much can't say younger, but a newer generation, and that's like Erika Badu, and
Mm.
in that range, you see, and that's just got me into like a neo soul, and then
Yeah.
now thinking, yo, but I can rap,
Mm.
you see.
Oh,
Because
how old are you,
I
man?
wasn't messing with my vocals back then, but I like to talk, man. So I was
That's
like,
the
what if
thing.
I
I feel like that's the thing. You have such a distinct tones, that such a distinct voice, and I feel like not even like on some like I feel like I say this without even feeling any slight of cringe, if I must say, but like just your tone, your sound, it's very distinct, and it's I feel like it's those type of things that
Nah, I
stands
get
out.
you. Nah, that's just me mimicking like a few of my top five artists that I listen to on a daily. You see,
Yeah.
and then what I do is like from that I just try to create my own sound.
Mm.
You see, because you gotta start somewhere,
Thanks.
and if you don't know where to start, you're gonna go back to what you know.
Yep.
You see,
Yeah. And I feel like you saying that you're mimicking these individuals that gave you guys like that gave you, let me rather say you,
yeah.
the energy to be like, let me pick up a mic and let me dial.
Facts. That's true. Like yeah,
And
like
I feel
listening to
yeah.
them is it's a different source of inspiration.
Mm.
Like I would listen to three songs in a row of an artist
Mm.
that will give me a source to start writing, and I'll play beats for like hours and just write, and that's crazy, and
And
I
I
like
say
that.
that to say what I said now to say that we all mimicking somebody.
That's
I
true.
feel like, and what's important, we need to find, as much as we need to find ourselves, we need to understand where that source within ourselves derived from. And I feel like it's very important to know where the birth of you as a creative came from, so that you
Mm.
constantly have a home to fall back on when you are in a space of like blockage. Say like if you have writer's block now, for example,
No, I
and
understand.
God
Yeah.
forbid you have that.
Yo, I have that a lot.
Yeah,
You won't understand.
but like I feel like it's important that I must say that you are, like I said, have a home to fall back on. And when you want to gain inspiration, because personally for myself, if I feel like it's one of those days where I'm just like slummed out and I don't have anything, I
Mm.
feel like I don't have anything to give, I just go back to home. And I feel like home, thankfully for me, home is, and the inspiration is exactly what the first word is. It's home. I look at my mates at home. I look at my grandparents and things like that.
Mm.
Um, and then I just go forward from that, and I just I do me, and then I'm fully rejuvenated. But yeah, I feel like I'm speaking a lot about myself,
Nah, that's
but
cool.
like it's a
That's
back
cool.
and forth conversation.
That
You get what I'm
is, you
saying?
see.
Because why even before this, for those watching, um, I was trying to stay as far away from Essence as much as possible. Or you know what? Like yeah, honestly speaking, because like this is where I wanted to have a conversation, a genuine conversation, and rather not. How can I say? Rather not have a off camera conversation
Mm.
just before we shoot, because like I want to get to know you.
Nah, that's
Like
cool.
genuinely, I want to get to know you, and I feel like this is a good place to start. So yeah, fuck, I'm having so much fun actually, like just talking and
Nah, it's cool. Like I like. There's no awkward pauses, man.
facts.
You see, but I like that silence though. But
Hmm.
it's not awkward.
I
You
feel like
see.
for everybody, you saying you like that silence, that's not for everybody also that awkward silence. I feel like
Yeah.
it's not even an awkward silence, it's more of a comfortable silence,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I enjoy
mostly
it.
I'm mostly in that space.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that vibe now, I can't lie. Yeah, but what do you feel like is the narrative you're trying to push? What is your agenda?
My gender. Do you mean with my music?
With you as your music, with you as an individual, so I can be a two-parter. Because I'm keen to
Oh,
know a
okay,
lot.
I understand now. Now with my music, it's just it's a type of story that I'm telling, man. You see, you won't understand now, but in a few years you will see the link up from
Mm.
now till then, man. That's all that I can say as a story, as a journey based on my life and how it was and how it's going. You see, it's not gonna stop.
Mm.
Like yeah.
Now, you saying that, I feel like that's also a very important point that you brought up. And like you saying what you said now. And I feel like, shit, bro. I think, having that frame of reference is very important of what you just brought across now. Like, and with me as an individual as well, it's like trying to gather my words, because you brought up something like that's very important to me as well. And like, shit.
Nah, you can speak freely. Oh,
Yeah, I
I
know that.
understand. You
Because,
can
like,
speak.
fuck, yo, figuring out that journey for
Mm.
me, myself, is very important. And when I say that, I mean, like, mensen might not understand it now, but
Mm.
they will in the long term. That's why, like you saying, like, it will make sense eventually.
Yeah,
And I feel like that
because
journey in
it's
itself
a it's
is,
a journey at the end of the day,
yeah,
man. You see, you're not gonna know. Like you won't know what you're gonna do in the next hour and a half.
facts,
You see,
facts.
only he knows that. You
Yeah.
see, so you just gotta enjoy the journey,
Mm,
like now. You see,
mm,
get what I'm saying?
damn.
Yeah.
Shout out Essence, because now I actually want people to take in the things that you're bringing across,
Mm.
and from here find that reference when they hear Essence music. They should find the reference points in his words as a human being here right now.
Mm.
And I feel like that's important for me also to have, as long as having conversation with people I'm genuinely a fan of, but to also have people go and be like, okay, I want to understand Essence as a musician, and let me understand Essence as a human being. And I feel like this platform and the space I'm trying to create is carving a path for that middle ground of, or if middle ground is the right word, but finding a path of like the artist and the individual, the human being.
Nah, I understand.
You
Yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, as a human being, what do you feel like are things that you hold dearly to you?
To me,
Yeah.
uh, like as a person, I don't know. My family,
Mm.
I hold dear to me. My friends too, cause like at the end of the day, like they the ones that's gonna be on our journey. They see the behind the scenes of who we really
Mm.
are. You see, and music.
Mm.
You see, like that's the three things like that I really hold dear to me, and water.
Water.
Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated. You
Facts.
gotta, no
Yes.
matter what you do, you gotta stay hydrated. You
Yes.
see, so yeah,
Let me just stop you there, because let me just say for everyone listening. This man was by my car planting everything he could see, keeping the plants hydrated and so on this. So when he says that, he means it. Stand there, honestly. And shout out to you, bro. Like, I'm like, we're 17 minutes into this, and I'm just like, I feel as if this is right. I feel like this is a space that I just really enjoy, just lamming with the manner, having conversations. And speaking about the music, recently shot the video for Broken Telephone,
mm,
and I wanna say I just wanna say that I feel like that was a real start, in my opinion, watching the Essence journey. That was a real start for me to be like, okay, no, this man is actually he's operating on a normal house,
yeah.
like genuinely.
Nah, that song was like the first song that I genuinely recorded and
Mm,
paid for and
mm.
got like professional producers and stuff. Like
Yeah, because I
I
saw
tried
one.
my best to get what I need to actually.
Yeah, because I saw on IG. Because I felt like I heard Broken Telephone before, and then I was like, but this is because I looked at your IG like before you
Mm.
released the video and before I heard the song. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you actually, like, there was a video of you in the studio with this other man, Scott,
Oh, that
recording.
was with the producer. Yeah, I was working with shout out Cosign.
Yeah,
I was working with him. Yeah, the producer Michael.
Miles. Yeah.
Yeah, he was working on the track there, and then we just shot some BTS
Hmm.
for the upcoming of what
Hmm.
is now released. You see,
Broken Telephone.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that video, and shout out to Two Plane Studios too.
Shout out to your
Shout
day.
out to Two Plane
I gotta give,
Studios.
I gotta give,
Salute!
I gotta give like three shout outs to Two Plane Studios.
Give
Yo,
it, bro. Give him the
yo,
flowers, bro.
yeah, definitely,
Give him the
definitely.
flowers. So
You gotta give it now, bro. This
flowers
is a
to,
journey. Like I said, it's a journey. You gotta
yeah.
give it now.
And I feel like that's exactly like the reference points, bro. Like, we have so much reference points, we have so much like ties, and means I really need to understand that like the ties in the plane are so like the plane is big but it's small in the same way. And I
Yeah,
say that
true.
because like we all we all come from different spaces within the plane, and we have like a hub to go to, which is the workshop.
Mm.
And you will just see me coming there, and you'll be like, "Who's we were now speaking about that man, and I here like literally before you came. I think it was off this flight. I think it was before you came. And then I think Kieran and I were speaking. Or we're speaking about him, Kieran. We were speaking about him.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
speaking about you. And then, yeah, you masticate. And I was like, okay, so that's the vibes. And then Casey also came. It's like,
I
what
remember,
is,
yeah.
like,
I
this is been the
remember.
vibe of the workshop. Everybody just comes. And it's just a, like you said, it's a
You see,
beacon.
and that's what I like, man. It's like you will find the same individuals there, but you will never know the amount of individuals that's gonna be there. You
Mm,
see, like I will enjoy myself if it's just me and one homie,
mm,
but me and two, even better. Me
mm.
and three, whoa,
Yeah.
four.
Mm.
When you just see all seven, all like the whole of the workshops people come in, it's like,
Okay.
yo, it's just a good vibe, bro.
Nah, easy.
That's
Because
all
like
I
I
can
come
say.
there, because after like Kieran buys me like to come, yeah. Why are we
Nah,
laughing? Just to give context to why we're laughing, yeah. The 2 Play Studios man is taking
shout out to Play
air time.
Studios.
But yeah, like I was saying, when I came there, I was like, Kieran said I must stick with because we haven't seen each other in a minute before that day,
Hmm.
and then I was like, I actually need to come there more. I need to stick out. I need to get out of my comfort zone, get out of my like come away from
Yeah.
what I'm usually around and gravitate to the mensa that will feed me. Not to say that the mensa I'm around don't feed me because absolutely they do. But the mensa at the workshop, bro, it's a different energy. It's very like every time I come there, it's like it's a foreign land to me in the sense of I come there with no energy to do anything, but then I leave and I'm like, nah, I need to operate on this
You
number, that
see,
number,
you see,
you get what
as
I'm
as a
saying?
beacon and
Facts. And I feel like it's a proper word. So again, shout out to the workshop. They're
shout
about to
out.
get all the flowers on this episode. Yeah, so going back to Broken Telephone, the video, what do you feel like was the reference point for that?
The reference point, it was, how can I say, it was more of a fight with myself.
Mm,
I've been taking a lot of L's and slacking, you see.
mm,
So the reason why I wanted that song recorded and paid for by producers is because that was like the turnover
mm.
where I would tell myself, nah, like don't talk down to me because I'm gonna start doing it now. You're not gonna
Wait.
tell me to stay in bed or like
Mm.
do like go to the fridge or some
That's it.
some random shit like that. You see, I was like, nah, I gotta start, and then that's how it like all came up. You see,
Mm,
like I said, like what I say, like in my words and in my lyrics, it's a whole journey that I'm expressing.
mm,
It's a journey of myself also, like
mm.
you see. So yeah, that's all I can say based on the reference.
The reference
Yeah,
points,
of
yeah.
broken telephone.
Because I watch a video and I'm like, I'm one for like I like strong shots, strong frames.
Mm.
And I was watching that video and I was like, wow. I was like, for you to say that this is your point, your turning point as an artist
Mm.
or as a musician, where it's like, nah, now is my time. I need to take this shit seriously. And I feel like hand in hand that went to the video as well, bro. Like flowers to you and flowers to
Nah,
2 Plane
appreciate
Studios as
it. Thanks,
well
man. Yeah,
that did that, bro. Because
yeah,
it's like
definitely.
for me, I can watching stuff, no, and having like an understanding why behind the words. When I say that, I mean like the why behind the words in the video in the song and the why behind the the visuals and like you guys shot one of the scenes was at the garden there in Westridge,
Yeah, yeah,
and I feel
invested
like
it.
for me that's very important to also encapsulate the energy within home from where we reside
That's
and
true.
to also take come from home, take that energy from home and then go out and basis means so like within the city, what we can actually dial. And I feel like that was for me watching that video, it is a good like bridge between the two, a good meeting point between the two from shooting the shit like in the workshop in West Ridge, which is at home here in Mitchell's Plain, by the way. And going
Shout
to
out Mitchell's
town,
Plain.
yeah,
And
shout
the
out Mitchell's
town,
Plain.
yeah.
Yeah, and then going to town, and then you guys like shooting that. Like I said, like on that Friday I was there by you guys. It was that loss. I think it was that loss in the one before you and Pookie.
Mm.
Um, where it was a strong image of like it was just like a still frame. It's a still frame where like you're walking back.
Oh,
Your back is faced.
yeah. There was a spot in Waterfront. It was underneath, like there by the lakeside. Yeah,
Mm,
it's like a river that passes through there.
yeah. And I
Yeah,
feel like that image was so strong. And I can and such stuff. Like every time I see such still frames or
yeah.
strong
I
frames,
gotta
I
I
look at them,
gotta
I'm like,
send
damn,
shout out to Two Plane Studios
no
because like
way.
they put the grinding into finding like different visuals that we can use and
Mm,
collaborate with,
mm,
especially with our music also trying to match that art because like you can't have a thick tone but in the visuals you're like you're sitting at the
mm. That makes perfect sense. That
yeah
it,
like
like,
the voice gotta match the
that's the visuals
that's
as well.
the view you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but also, speaking about the music, not time ago I saw, um, West Side Boogie.
West Side Boogie.
Yeah.
What
I
about
think
it?
I'll just leave it there, and you know where I'm eating. It's like,
Oh, that was nah. There's nothing I really gotta say like to that.
mm,
He's a big like influencer in my life,
mm,
like as a artist and as his music. You
mm,
see, like it helped me through a lot of things that I was going through, like with stemming on me walking the journey day by day. So music that I listen to was I kind of take it as like whoa, it relates to how I'm feeling now.
mm.
So that's how Westside Boogie, like, and other also influential artists
Away,
now impacted me. You see,
away.
and I
Speak
was
about the,
actually hella
speak about
shocked.
the DM.
Yeah, I
Speak about
was.
the DM.
I'm getting
That's
to
why I'm
that.
giving you the
I'm getting
runaround
to
on the
that. You see,
DM now.
I gotta give you most the roots.
Facts,
You see, before
facts,
you wanna see
facts,
the tree.
facts.
Yeah. So I shot I shot the video at the workshop.
Mm.
Yeah. Shout out Two Plane Studios
Again.
again.
Ah.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this a lot. Yeah. Um. And once that video was released, no, I won't tell you which video it was. It's multiple videos, so I don't want people to be like, oh, they want a dope video. Like, nah.
Mm.
Once that one was released, I got a DM from Boogie, and he was like, yo, the song's like actually hella dope. Like,
Mm.
yeah, and other things like you asked if like ever wanted to collab, we can link, you see.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, dope. I
How
kinda,
do you actually take
I
that? It's like,
kinda, it was, yo, I'm not gonna lie, like, I got a morning message. That was the morning DM. I woke up to that.
mm.
So that made my entire day. I was excited.
Mm.
Like, yo, like this guy, like, Wish I Boogie DM me, like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like, oh, he's in my top five.
Mm.
So that is like a highly unlikely, man. You get what I'm
I
saying?
hear you.
Like speaking of chances in reality, like you see.
But I feel like those are the type of moments we have to like actually take in and be like, okay, like you have to tell yourself, okay, yeah, I am that over. This man is basically
You
good.
see, so that's
You know
that's
what I'm
that's a
saying?
thought that ran through my mind. Like, yo, if I'm getting exposure and recognition from an international artist,
Mm.
like I know I'm stepping in the right, like I'm
That's
stepping
true.
on the right path. You see,
That's true.
and I'm not gonna like be oblivious to that fact. I'm gonna take advantage of that. You
Mm.
see, because that's where I wanna be at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
just
I feel like yeah, we all
yeah,
just on this journey
just
trying to make it
relax.
to that level that's like to that level that's like you feel me,
I
like,
get what you mean, yeah.
we.
I get what you
So,
mean.
where do you see yourself, Essence, in the next, let's say, 2 years?
2 years, yo, bro. I don't even know where I'm gonna be in the next hour.
Uh,
To be honest, like, but if I should like give you something, no, I play myself like in 2 years. I'll be like, yo, I set goals for myself, but I don't social media platform just to have as much exposure
mm, to have that
as
presence,
an
yeah.
art, yeah, to have like a higher presence than what I have now. That's my goal at the end of the year.
Okay.
You see, and next year, like to be honest, I wanna be traveling, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wanna be
Speaking
traveling.
about traveling, where?
I wanna be traveling like to
Or give me
different
your top
places,
3 cities that you would wanna be in.
cities.
Cities,
Um,
countries, you know.
yeah. I gotta say, Switzerland,
Hmm. You know what is in my head right now? Let me tell you, I'm not telling a word of a lie. Geneva.
Geneva. Yeah, that's one of the places. Like a lot of the countries, like that I plan on going to know. It's just to see individual things there, man.
Hmm.
Enjoy the journey, but to see an individual thing, you
Hmm.
see. And definitely Sweden.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I like the way they say yes.
You like the way they say yes?
Yes, they
How to say yes? Literally.
yes.
Oh, wait, he's vouching on this one.
You can research. I don't know if it's the whole of Sweden, but I think it is a big part.
Hmm.
That's how they say yes. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
hey,
wait,
crazy.
Mensa.
Yeah,
No.
and yeah, and definitely New York.
Hmm.
That is like New York.
Yeah.
Where I say the workshop is a beacon. New York is like a country, a beacon
Hmm.
for all like how can I say like-minded people to come there. That's why that place is so like well known.
Hmm.
You see, no matter which country you're on, if you are someone, if you say New York to someone, they will know like what you're talking about. You see, in one language. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, wait,
That's
that's
like the top three at the
top three
moment. Yeah,
countries slash cities. Yeah,
yeah.
please. I feel you, bro. It's just to round it off. I would like to know. Give me your song of the day. So song of the week.
Song of the week. Oh, I can give you. Let me think.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
I'll
crazy.
be
I
in a
listen
pickle
to
now.
I listen to so.
Yeah.
But if I should say no, the song that's been running through my head is oh,
Take your time, bro. Take your time. I know it's a tough
it's
one.
between two, man. It's between
Okay,
two.
then give me both. Sweet.
As Kanye West, no, the Devil in a New Dress, like yeah,
Mm.
and West Side Boogie can't get over you.
I'll go back and listen to the West Side Boogie one. It's the
Yeah.
only West Side Boogie one that I listened to. The only song that I listened to he was actually a feature on. That was the one with him and Russ. I don't know if you ever heard that one, but I can't remember what the song's name, but it's on one of Russ's albums.
Nah, I don't. I should be more in tune with Rush, but
Mm.
yeah, I was in tune with him like back, like
Yeah.
like. Baby, I'm fans for you. We just haven't met yet. I get
Mm.
lost in the dream.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
those, like that songs that was released in that time. That's the ones that I know. You see, but other than that, I wasn't really.
On
Oh,
tune with us, but like you should definitely listen to that one with him and West Side Boogie.
yeah, now
It's
definitely.
super, it's so good, bro. But yeah, I just wanna say shout out to you for sparing me your time.
Nah,
I really
that's
appreciate it,
cool.
bro,
That's cool.
and for
Nah,
being on the first episode of the Visual Podcast as well. So
I appreciate the journey, man,
yeah, so
and your presence too. Yeah,
uh,
you good. You good. Like we can just talk for hours. You
we can
see, like for
actually,
real, for real.
we really can.
Yeah.
So are we like I'm just thinking that one of the topics that I do want to touch on, and I'm not sure like where your head is at exactly where your head is at with it,
Mm.
but is mm, Palestine,
Palestine.
Palestine, and um where your head is at with the whole situation. Like even if
Like
you don't have
that's not a war though.
what's
That
not a
they
war
that the war against Palestine, and
and Israel,
that's like
a straight
that's
genocide, a
genocide,
straight
bro.
genocide.
Because the fact that they're not fighting back means that it's not a war.
Exactly,
You
you see.
see, I
And I
can
feel
tell
like
you like
like that's why I felt like it is very important to have this scarf on the table
yeah.
because it represents freedom, it represents everything that Palestine is fighting for. And I saw this one comment under this one post, I'm not sure what it was. Um, some random person asked, like, why do they call it an open air prison? And I was like,
Open air prison.
open air prison. And I was like, that's so self explanatory. But then somebody within that comments of that question that that person asked explained, and they were like, it's an open air prison based on the situation because say if you live somewhere and another person controls your water, your
Mm.
electricity, your way of life. Obviously, it's an open air prison because like,
Yeah, that's true.
and I feel like what's so crazy about it is that um what's so crazy to me is that it's Palestinian land. Start off with that. It's Palestinian land, and they are being controlled within their own land from individuals from Mensa that's not even supposed to be there. They were
Yeah,
brought there purely based on the Holocaust.
I
That
see.
that what they literally doing to Palestine right now is what was done to them, which is a crazy look on the entire situation. Like, how you not gonna? How can I say? How you not gonna how you gonna
Are
take
you
that
not gonna,
step
because like the fact that you've been through it and now you're doing the same thing, you
to other
know
individuals?
how
Exactly.
you felt. So why are you trying to make that person feel the same way?
So it's so crazy to me, and I feel like I brought it up purely because I just wanted to highlight also that this podcast is very much standing with the Palestinian people, and yeah, like it will be an ongoing thing where if there's marches, I'll be promoting the marches, because I'm in this group. Let me actually look what the name is. I'm in this group, and it's just like a bunch of people
Mm.
where they promoting various marches, various organizations, various donations, places where to put their donations. It's called Stop the Genocide. That's the name of the group. And yeah, my one friend Rita added me into the group.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. And yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. That's why I brought up that because I don't want to go into deep with it. Because it take up a whole lifetime of conversing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
So
the fact that it's even a conversation that should be had
it's insane.
is insane, bro.
That's beyond words, honestly, bro. And that's
Yeah.
so yeah. I just want to say again, stand with the Palestinian people. This podcast stands with the Palestinian people.
No.
Sabr stands with the Palestinian people. Yeah, bro. So enough of that. We'll get to that again in the next episode for sure. Yeah. So just to round it up, again, shout out, brother. Shout out.
Thanks, man.
Really appreciate this
It's
conversation.
it's been a pleasure, man. Like
Nah,
the whole
no.
vibe and the energy is comforting. Like seriously, like
Hey.
I feel very comfortable right now. I'm not
Hey.
gonna lie.
Hey, so yeah, leave it to the men so that took the time out to watch this, to listen to this. So yeah, this has been me, Amin. Um, yeah, we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah.